60. That's the total number of undergraduate students in UCLA School of Theater, Film, and Television. We're going to turn the camera on one of these aspiring filmmakers.
Hey, I'm Erin Beck. I'm a fourth-year film television student.
The journey to film school began with an unlikely beginning at UCLA.
I actually went into astrophysics for a year and did the physics courses and the calculus courses.
Though she had an initial interest in film, counselors had discouraged her from the highly competitive major, but Beck decided to take a chance.
I applied my sophomore year, and it was actually kind of a scary process because I realized about a week before applications were due that I actually wanted to apply.
Her gamble paid off, and Beck found herself immersed in a subject she realized she knew very little about.
What the classes are in general is way more hands-on, and we take cinematography, and we take editing, and we take lighting, we take TV production, and each of those courses requires immense amount of hours just working with cameras, working with actors, working with film itself, and I was really overwhelmed at first just by the sheer amount of time required by all the classes, but I would much rather spend 30 hours editing a film and sleeping in Melnitz all night in the editing bays than, spending 30 hours in Powell.
But the amount of time the film school demands also presents a personal challenge for its students.
I think that one of the most difficult things for a film major is just finding a balance between the 24 hours a day that you're expected to be in Melnitz working on your film and editing pieces and working on sound and helping out on other people's films, to be able to balance that with having an outside job, a job that's not necessarily in the film industry, or even having a social life. It's really difficult to hang out with friends when you're living in Melnitz Hall.
However, Beck has managed to remain active in extracurricular activities like the fast fashion show and her job as an LSAT tutor. Her outside experiences have actually helped in developing her own storytelling abilities.
I think that there's no way I would have been able to make a film like that actually went into the darker side of what people experience when they're 20 years old if I hadn't experienced it myself.
At the conclusion of her 4 years at UCLA, Beck has no regrets.
For people who are, scared to apply or think it's too intimidating, not just for film but for any major, comm is very, very competitive, as are a lot of the South Campus majors, but just go for it. There's nothing to lose, really, and I've enjoyed every second of it.
For Daily Marin TV, this is Allison Tachiki.